So I had to respond to SHAOLIN Fantastic. This is his video right here. He made a 15-minute video, so let's go ahead and press play, and then I'll respond.
You're not to play the elite team, okay? Now, you do have to play the schedules that's in front of you. I get it. But these guys talking like they're elite teams. I even heard one of these goofballs say that if we run up on the Pittsburgh Steelers, we'll beat them. They're not elite. The Houston Texans are not an elite team.
Okay.
I'll say, you know, the Tennessee Titans are not elite, but the Houston Texans are not an elite team. They don't beat teams by much. They don't. Lost to the New York Giants. They lost to us. And I can't remember who else you lost to. But then you won 7 straight. The only blowout I saw on there was Miami. That was a blowout. I watched that game. It was a good game. I got to say, y'all were clicking on all cylinders. I even made a video about it, saying that, hey, that team looked like they could play. They could go deep in the playoffs, possibly even the Super Bowl. Now, of course, I was being facetious when I said the Super Bowl. I was just denoting how good they were playing. They played good.
Okay.
But to put up a performance like you did against the Redskins and the rest of the teams that I'm watching, y'all just not beating. I mean, it's not like y'all beating these teams to death. Okay. I mean, the way that these guys were talking, you would think that they're beating teams like San Diego. I mean, they're not San Diego more, the Chargers, the Rams, you know, the Chiefs, the Patriots. That's the other team that they lost to, the Patriots. So, yes, I can use that team. If you can go back 2 years ago or a year ago to games that happened 2 years, I can say, yes, we beat the Patriots, and that counts for something. That counts for something.
Of course. Who said it did?
I'm relaxing right now. Let me take a swig of my...
let me fast forward it a little bit.
Houston Texan fans that just are so... I mean... I don't know what to say. I'm going to come down Saturday night. I'm going to hang out down there.
That's what's up.
I got connections and people down there. I go down there whenever I want. I go to Houston all the time. This is a nice night to be out here. Just probably going to go to the game. Not, I'll just probably record some type of video and put it up.
My advice is don't live stream because it will put a strike on your channel. Just record it and put it on.
Ask the question, well, how do you propose you're going to beat the Texans?
All right.
You know, they've won 7 straight. Our game plan won't be the same. Of course not. I'm not saying that. But you really probably not going to have to do much to beat this team. Now, they are at home. Yes, they are at home. But they can be beaten at home. And they have been beaten at home. This team is not invincible. This team is not elite. It's not even close to elite. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Do they have elite players? I would be the first to admit, yes, there are elite players on that team. Okay? I'm not scared of J.J. Watt. I'm not scared of David Clowney. I'm not scared of them.
Okay.
I'm not scared of the Houston Texans.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know.
Deshaun Watson is a young quarterback. He will make mistakes in this game. Will Marcus Mariota play? I don't know. Now, am I banking on the last game? I'm not going to do that because I do know that the beginning of the season and towards the end of the season is 2 different animals. Now, we need this game. I think we're going to come out ferocious and tenacious. We're going to win this game, Brother SHAOLIN. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, some way, somehow, we're going to pull this out. Okay? Some way, somehow.
You're so confident, man. I like that.
Dory Jackson had 1 bad game. Malcolm Butler does suck. I ain't going to even... I'm not going to even debate that. Okay?
Preach.
But the rest of our secondary, I trust them. I trust the rest of our secondary. Okay? What I can see Deshaun Watson doing and the game plan being is whoever Malcolm Butler holding, go to him. I can see that. So we probably have to game plan around that and get him some help. I'm sure they're gonna be game plan around it because Malcolm Butler. I mean, we ain't gonna get no argument from me. The only solid game he had, I don't even think I'll call it solid, was against New England, and it wasn't even because Tom Brady wasn't throwing to his side. He was trying to get the ball to Josh Gordon, and Adoree Jackson shut him down.
Okay.
Now, Dean Pease had some sort of attack at the game, and he had to leave the game, threw everything off. When your defensive coordinator has to leave the game, that's got to account for something. Now, I'm not saying we got our ass whooped. Don't get me wrong, we got our ass whooped, but that's got to account for something. When your they didn't get hospitalized the night before the game. We'd have had a little bit more time to prepare for something like that. He got hospitalized right. They carted him off in a wheelchair.
Okay.
On the field. So now you defensive coordinatorless. Okay, you don't have him. So that's got to account for something. But okay, I'm gonna leave that. We're gonna leave that out. I'm gonna leave out the victory early in the season. Let's say that you sitting up here talking shit about Derrick Henry. He has performed up to his ability. I would go with that. But what does that say about you? That he was able to pick up all those yards, first downs on the Wildcat. If Blaine Gabbert was so bad, and by the way, he did throw a touchdown pass. But if Blaine Gabbert, by the way, he did throw a touchdown pass in that game to Taywan Taylor.
Okay.
If Blaine Gabbert was so bad, and he's below serviceable quarterback. I can't argue with that. But the rest of the team is pretty buttoned up. We have a good chance of winning this game. If the Washington Redskins, as decimated as they were, even before Alex Smith got hurt, if they can give you a run for your money, and if they'd have got 10 more yards, and that would have been a 50 or 49-yard field goal, maybe that was a makeable field goal. I don't know. I guess. So I was in a calm mood tonight. You know what I'm saying? Wink knows that. I'll talk to him.
All right, let's go ahead and respond to this. All right, first of all, if you look at your schedule, I mean, yeah, we blew the Dolphins out, but you lost to the Dolphins. And yes, you did beat us the following week. I'll give you that. You beat the Jaguars, held them to 2 field goals. Give you credit. You guys always match up well against them. You guys did beat a Philadelphia Eagles team that was hot at the time, but then look at it. You lose to the Buffalo Bills, who we beat. You get shut out at home against the Ravens. Okay, you had a good game against the Chargers. I'll give you that despite the loss. You whooped the Cowboys and the Patriots. But then you got your ass kicked by the Colts. So, I mean, a lot of this can go back and forth as being very argumentative, And I will admit, to be fair, that my team has been struggling. In a lot of these games against Denver, probably we should have lost that game. Redskins, we should have lost. The Colts, we should have tied or lost that game, my opinion. And you could say that many of our games, we barely squeaked by. And first of all, if any Texans fans are saying that we're elite or we're dominant, they're only saying that because of, obviously, confidence, 2, arrogance, and number 3, they're saying it based on the spur of the moment, the fact that we're on the 7-game winning streak. Have you heard me once say that this team was going to win the Super Bowl? I said that they had a really good shot of making the second round, possibly the AFC Championship game. That would be a good milestone. You guys in Jacksonville had a perfect chance at the beginning of the year to shut us out. We were 0-3. Both of y'all were 2-1. Y'all should have been passed us up. We should have at least six L's right now. So for us to be 7-3 the first time since the early 70s, that's actually a pretty good record. Now, I will admit, this is any given Sunday, or in this case Monday, and we could lose this game. I'm the only fan on YouTube saying we probably could take an L on Monday night. Honestly, I would rather have the winning streak come to an end so it doesn't puts the pressure on us later on in the season, because I know how it works in the NFL. When you start winning a lot of games in a row, it's a moment of time before those cards fall, or the dominoes fall. And I'm waiting for that day to happen. I would rather just get it over with early, just take one of these L's early and then go from there. But to answer your question, though, You said the Blaine Gabbert like beat us, okay? But first of all, he threw 1 touchdown, and it was a screen pass. And your receiver, you said his name, I can't remember who it was. He broke like 3 tackles on that play and scored the touchdowns. It wasn't easy for him to break it. He broke like the initial tackle, I think, from Andre Howell, and then he broke another one from Kevin Johnson, who ended up getting a concussion that game. He then ends up breaking another one. Another tackle later on down. So he broke 3 tackles. I'll give him credit for that. But that was Blaine Gabbert's only touchdown. And you guys barely squeaked. You barely, by the skin of your teeth, squeaked by. I can guarantee you if Gabbert's playing again, he ain't going to be able to do that again. I can guarantee you that. And if Marcus Mariota does play, look, the Tennessee Titans don't play well in Houston. We all know that. And when the prime... Now, I will admit that the Titans had some pretty impressive wins against New England and against the Dallas Cowboys on that Monday game. So, again, you guys have not had the best luck coming to Houston, coming to NRG Stadium. And I'm curious to see if these players are going to fire up behind the pass in McNair, or maybe they just don't give a shit. I don't know. Maybe some of the players still had some mixed emotions about them. But what I'm telling Texan Nation is that we should play in honor of the death of Bob McNair, because like him or not, he was our owner. I wasn't too fond of him. I thought he should have sold the team years ago. I felt like him as an owner was holding our team back. But I never wished death upon nobody. I said if he was to pass away, he'll probably just give it to his sons. And that's what he's going to do. That's what all rich folks do. They just going to hand it to their kids. And I don't know if his son, I'm not going to judge his kids. Maybe they may do a better job. I don't know. But what I will say is this. You said that Watson is going to struggle. He's already been struggling. In fact, the last game he had 3 turnovers, which looked very similar to the game we played against y'all. And I'm not doubting him. He may throw a pick or 2 in this game. There's no doubt in my mind he may do that. But, Mr. SHAOLIN Fantastic, you got to remember something. Since we picked up Demaryion Thomas, we've been playing really good. So even though Will Fuller's out for the year, if we can play consistent on the deep ball threat, I think we got a real good chance of moving the chains. And we got a real good chance of putting points on the board against Tennessee Titans. I really do believe that the Texans most likely can't win this game. I think they got a really good chance. And as of right now, you know, we're still in front of the division. We're winners of 7 straight. We haven't lost in nearly 2 months. We got a 3-game homestand against the Titans, the Browns, and the Colts, followed by at Jets, at Eagles, then we host the Jaguars. We just got to take it 1 week at a time. But, you know, SHAOLIN, you're so goddamn cocky. The goddamn typical Titans fan is so goddamn cocky. You act like this is all... Now, you did it. You said there was room for error, that you could lose this game. I'm not saying the Texans can't lose any of these games the rest of the way. I'm not delusional like that. But the way you make it sound like you're just going to come into NRG, Watson's going to struggle, throw some picks, and then you're going to get the win like you did the last time. The difference between last time and this time is we lost. Well, obviously we were 0-1 facing you guys and a tough loss in New England, followed by another tough loss at Tennessee. Then we lost to the Giants the following week. The difference is we're on a hot streak. We haven't lost damn near 2 months. You're talking about 60 days. It's going on damn near 60-plus days. And this team has not lost. For some way, shape, or form, what Bill O'Brien is doing is he's managing the game clock in the 4th quarter a lot better, and we're closing games. And that's the thing, Mr. SHAOLIN Fantastic. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I think if you guys do not win this game, you will not win the division. You better win this game. You better finish us off. Because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. If we win this game, we're three wins ahead of you in the win column. That'll put us at 8-3. That'll put you at 5-6. So damn near, we win 2 games, we close it out. And our next 2 games after that are at home. Browns and Colts, that won't be easy. Baker Mayfield, Andrew Luck's playing pretty good. But you guys better beat us if you want to chase this division. But right now, it looks like Texans could run the table. I'm not saying 13-3. I said 11-5, 10-6. 11-5 sounds more reasonable. I think somewhere down the line, Texans could lose 2 more games. But if the only way for y'all to win this division Y'all have to. This is a must-win for Tennessee this week. If you don't beat us, in my opinion, you'll be 3 games back. And then you're going to have, what, 5 games left? I don't think mathematically, technically, you're still in, but I don't think technically you'll come back. Because then out of those remaining 5 games, we got 3 of them at home. You said you got an easy schedule. Let's look at that real quick. You got an easy schedule. I mean, you got Jets that should be a win. Jaguars, you never know what you're going to get from them. They always play their division opponents. You got that Giants. The Giants have all of a sudden won 3 in a row. So that may not be an easy win. You got Redskins. I think y'all beat them, but that go 50-50. Then you got a hot streak Colts. So that's not an easy schedule. That is I can see 3 L's out of that. You're talking about, well, after this game, we can win the rest of them. I don't see you winning all of them. I don't see it happening, Mr. Shalom. Fantastic. You're telling me you're going to beat the Giants and the Colts and us and the Jags and the Redskins and the Jets. You're going to beat all of us. I could see you maybe winning half of them games. I see the Titans going no better than 8-8 maybe. And you're right, Marcus Mariota is inconsistent. Very inconsistent. So you say that our schedule is not really going to be that good down the way, but I mean, shit, we got 4 games at home still. 4 games at home in our final 6. I like the odds of that. And we've been playing well on the road as well. So we can win on the road. We just picked a really good time to make this hot streak happen. And tell you the truth, if you don't win on Monday, your shot at winning division is over. You basically have to play for a wild card. That's the only way. Then you basically would have to win out. You would have to go 10-6 to probably get a wild card spot. And I hope you have fun at the game on Monday. I don't go to Texans games anymore because I think they're a waste of time. I just go to the Buffalo Wild Wings and watch them. And I'll be looking forward to your response. And if you make one, I'll make a response too. But I just want to go ahead and close this video off and say rest in peace to Bob McNair. May God be with you. I wish thoughts and prayers go to his family. Until next time, I'm signing out. Texans win a very close game, 27-21. And I'm out.